Most of us has taken countless exams in our life. For a top student, an exam is a walk in the park, but it is a catastrophe for a poor student like me. Hi, I'm Xiao Ling. Take my unfathomable physics exam, for example. Before the physics exam, I would always cut Newton's picture from my textbook and stuck it on my headboard as my talisman. In the world of a poor student, regardless of how many exams he has taken, he will always keep a clean sheet. Without a doubt, I'm a poor student in physics. One time by coincidence, I sat next to a top student in the physics exam. For this reason, my answer sheet was not clean again. Once I got the sheet, I started to scribble on it. It looked like a piece of cake. Doing the same thing as the top student next to me, I felt like a top student. After all, we just wrote our names and candidate number on it. Next, the exam started. When I wrote down the third question, I heard the top student flipping through his pages. Are the questions so easy? How can he finish so fast? I read the questions only to realize that I couldn't even understand them. Then I remember what my teacher had told us. Skip the question you can't answer and do the next one. Stop wasting time on it. So I skipped one question and another before I found I came to the final one. I picked at the top student. He's about to finish. Now he's attempting the most difficult question. As for me, I just stared helplessly at my clean answer sheet. I got no excellent eyesight, I got no brace, all I had was just a plain-looking face. At that time, the invigilator kept going around and all the candidates were working hard on the exam. I felt pressured by the top student. Is he watching me too? I was terrified of being found out by others that I didn't know anything about physics. So I wrote bigger words on my answer sheet. I rewrote the questions again. At least this paper looked like it had been well thought out. Very soon, the top student and I put down our pens simultaneously. In the exam, the candidates with spare time are top students who know everything and poor students that know nothing. It's because an average student is unable to complete the exam sheet. The top student began to check his answer sheet with the assurance that he knew the answer to all questions. So I started to do something too. I began by correcting my earlier written answers. Then I drew on a scratch paper. After I finished drawing Isaac Newton, the bell rang for the exam to end. I only wish that the next exam all the top students can sit separately from all the poor students. With a better stage of mind, I can do better. The difference between the top students and me is that if we are hit by Newton's apple, he will have enlightenment, I will have a concussion. As for the result of the exam, whether I pass or not, perhaps I still have a long way to go. Fortunately, I wasn't in university at that time, otherwise I had to retake the course. Are you a top student or a poor student?